friends, it's Heather, the Butterfly Effect plant-based weight loss. And today is Wednesday, and that makes it Weigh-In Wednesday. And that's the day that I come on here and I make a video and I weigh in on what the scale is doing for me. And I'm also weighing in on my life and everything that's going on there. So let's get the weigh-in part out of the way, the weigh-in on the scale. Last week, I had taken off 1.5 pounds, and this week, I was at 306 last week, 306 and a half. And so this week, I am up 0.5 pound to 307. And surprisingly, it wasn't Halloween candy, so I'm really glad about that. I did have one misstep off plan and had a sweet thing, so that is definitely a learning, but it was one thing, so I don't think that that is why I put back on the 0.5 pound. And who knows why, could have been a difference in the amount of movement that I had, or I might have eaten higher calorie food, or maybe it could be anything, right? Could be water fluctuation, other kinds of fluctuations. So I'm not going to stress about it. I have red on my chart. I didn't want red on my chart, but I have red on my chart. But you know what? Life goes on. It's not the worst thing in the world. But I did want to go ahead and share what I do to check in with myself when I have an outcome that is different than the progress toward my goals, right? And I like to use a technique called motivational interviewing. Motivational interviewing is typically used by healthcare providers, especially like in the addiction medicine field, or other social workers, lots of different people, as a way to help people find their own motivation to make healthier behavioral and lifestyle changes. So it's great. It's all focused on you finding your own motivation and not having it imposed on you. And it's great for moving people out of the state of ambivalence. And ambivalence is when you want something and you also don't want it at the same time. So, or you want two different outcomes that are both not able to work well with each other. For an example is, I want to lay around on the couch and I also want a fit, healthy body. Or I want to eat these cookies, but I also want to be slim and have a loss on the scale next week. So that's ambivalence, when we both want something and we also don't want it at the same time, or we can't necessarily make ourselves do it. Because the problem with ambivalence is that it's very paralyzing, because your brain is constantly switching back and forth between two things that you do want. It is trying constantly to balance them, and it ends up that you go with the one that takes less effort, unless you purposely go through some effort to identify why the one that you want to win should win, right? You want to not have the cookies and you do want to go for the walk, right? And so we want to stack the deck so that that side wins. And the way you do that is by asking yourself these questions. And I thought that I would share them with you and maybe demonstrate what that could look like. Of course, like I said, this is typically done with a coach or, a healthcare provider, a counselor, someone like that. But there's not one reason that you can't be your own coach in this way. And it can help you get out of ambivalence and conquer that Mount Kilimanjaro of how do I get myself to do the things I know I should do? That's the That's the eternal burning question. I know what to do. I just don't know how to get myself to do it. So that's what motivational interviewing was designed for. All right. So the first question is, why might you want to start a program to eat healthfully? Why might you want to choose SOFAS-free vegan eating over junk food and processed food, or over sugar and oil, or whatever you're choosing between? Ask yourself that. Well, why might I want to? Well, I would want to because I want to achieve my ideal weight where I can do all kinds of things. My body works. I want to prevent illness. I want to reduce inflammation in my body. I want my body to feel great and look great. I want to be proud of myself. I know that that is the healthiest diet for me, and that it heals disease and prevents disease, and I want those health benefits. And if I was doing motivational interviewing with a counselor, they would ask me to keep going. What else? What else? What else? So keep asking yourself, what else? And make a huge list for yourself of all the benefits you can think of. Maybe brainstorm all the reasons why you really want to do this. Okay. The next question to ask yourself is, how important is it that you make this change? Well, for me, it's really important. I'm healing lots of health conditions. You know, I had early heart disease, the beginnings of heart disease before I went vegan. I am healing tumors in my lungs. I am trying not to get COVID-19. I want to make sure my immune system is really great. Also, I just know that it's not good for me to be this heavy. I don't feel good. So it's really important that I make this change so that I can feel good about myself and about just believe in myself again, because I've lost some faith in myself and I know I can do this. So now I need to prove it to myself. What are the 3 most important benefits to you to doing this? So this is asking you, first you're brainstorming all of the different things, right? Now this is asking you to narrow it down to the 3 things that I call them your break. Your break is like the thought that when you're right about to mess up, you can think this thought and it's like putting on the brakes. It's when you think this thought, it's like, yes, but I'm not going to do that because I want this result. So my 3 most important things are, if I eat sugar and oil, that feeds cancer. I don't want to feed cancer. I don't want to weaken my immune system. So my health is my most important, obviously. I want to invest in a very healthy old age. I know what I do now will impact me for the rest of my life. And I don't want my kids to have to take care of me. I don't want to be stuck in a nursing home or, stuck at home with other people having the responsibility to take care of me because I didn't take care of myself. I don't want that guilt. So I have a lot of I don't want tos. I'm noticing that there's a lot of things I don't want. What I do want is I want to be able to walk long distances without getting out of breath. I want to be able to dance and be able to actually do the moves that I see demonstrated. I want my body to be able to move that quickly and be that agile, and I just want to feel good in my body. I want a body that doesn't have aches and pains, that feels really good, that looks nice in clothes. So that would be my second one. And then my third one I would have to say is, I really have to prove this to myself again. I lost some faith in myself and I want to get that back. The next question you ask yourself is, if you decided to eat healthfully and exercise, how would you do it? So I already have this one answered in my mind, but it's a good question for you. So how I'm doing it is, I'm vegan because I'm an ethical vegan also. I have a vegan lifestyle. I don't believe in animal products. And I am sulfate free, so no sugar, no oil, no flour, no alcohol when I'm not messing up. I may have messed up this week, but I still believe in that. That's still the method that I want to do. And I want to work up to walking 10,000 steps. I am not quite back to walking 10,000 steps a day because of the surgery that I had and just working from home. I've been more sedentary, and I'm not allowed to walk my dogs because I had back surgery and it would pull on my arms, and that's not allowed yet. So that has been something that has been a disincentive, because a lot of times I would walk not because I wanted to, but because the dogs needed me to. I will do more for the dog than myself, which is kind of sad. But I think that that's a goal that I have, to get back up to 10,000 steps a day or more or beyond. You know, I used to do way more than that, and I know I could get there. And so then the last question that you ask yourself is, so where does this leave you? What do you think you'll do? Right? And then you should really take action on it right away. So as you do this with yourself, if you've decided that you're going to go whole food, plant-based, and do, a certain number of steps a day, or do some loving movement for your brain and for your body, then you should start that right away. Maybe celebrate your decision by going for a short walk, even if it's just around the block, or doing a quick impromptu dance party in your living room. If you don't have healthy food prepared, get on that so that you will have, and, shop for healthy food if you need to. Prep that healthy food, have it all ready so that when you walk into your kitchen and you open your refrigerator, all you see is beautiful, healthy food that you can totally just grab and eat. So that when you're tempted, you don't go, ugh, I know I have broccoli and I know I have salad fixings, but it's so much effort to have to chop all the broccoli and cook it and make the salad. You want that broccoli already prepped, and maybe your favorite cheese sauce to put on top. Fake cheese, of course, vegan cheese, healthy vegan cheese. If you don't have a recipe, I have a video for you. And you want to have your salads ideally already prepped, and make your salad really appealing. If you like salad better when it has fruit on it, chop up an apple or chop up some strawberries, throw those in your salad. Put your favorite things in there. Put some beans in there. Put all your favorite veggies in there. Put things that feel like a treat, like hearts of palm or artichoke hearts or hummus, or salsa. Things that are a little bit different, a little bit exciting. Have them already prepped so that you can take action right away. And if you do all of these things, it's going to be much more likely to increase your own motivation. Have it come from you. Have it be meaningful. And have it be something that can help you out from this point forward. So that's where I'm at. I'm making this video. I feel really motivated. I'm going to have a great week. I hope that you're having a great week. I love you all, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.